Here are 3 favorite Plyocare throwing exercises for improving your arm action. Welcome back to Overhead Athletics. We know that Plyocare throwing exercises and Plyocare throwing drills are super popular now, and we wanted to cover 3 of our favorite Plyocare throwing exercises. We don't use a lot of these Plyocare throwing exercises. We think that throwing with the baseball a lot of times is more indicated and more necessary for our throwing athletes, and a little bit more specific as well. But the Plyocare throws are a great way if you don't have a partner, if you don't have a good screen to throw baseballs into. You can get these rubber balls that are filled with a little bit of sand, and you can throw them at a hard brick wall or a wooden fence or a wooden post or something like that to get work in on your throwing if you don't have that stuff. So it's a great tool in your toolbox, and it's also pretty fun to throw, and you get the little rebounder after it bounces a few times and stuff like that. I think they're fun to throw overall, and they're a little change of pace. So don't rely on them like they're the only thing you can do, but great tool if you don't have access to some other things or you just want to change it up. And they're fun, like I said. So I got a 5-ounce tap ball here. There's a bunch of different brands of balls, all different types of balls. But I got the 5-ouncer. That's really what you need. You don't need to be mixing up super heavy balls. If you want to improve your arm action, you got to use a weight that's consistent or specific to what you're going to use in the throw. When you start arbitrarily applying things without knowing exactly what you're doing, you can lead to problems. If you're working with somebody that really understands biomechanics and kinematics, then you can deviate outside of that. But if you're sitting there on your own, I still think 5-ounce ball is going to be your best bet. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into positions that I want to be at during the throw. So I'm going to load into my hip. So now I'm facing this way, I'm throwing that way, I'm going to load into my hip. Now I'm loaded away from the target, turned through my hip here. Nice athletic stance. I see a lot of people want to do it here. In fact, I want to stick my butt back a little bit. So now I'm actually loaded into my butt. Ball is facing away from me. So I'm pronated, the ball's facing away. It's bent in close, my front elbow's up. And from here, I take a big step and throw. The other thing I'm not doing, and I'll show you that one more time here. The other thing I'm not doing is I'm not throwing it too low on the wall. When you throw it too low, you get used to a point of aim that's excessively low. If I'm throwing at waist height and I'm 5-10 feet away from the wall, imagine where that ball is going to hit at 60 feet, 90 feet, 120 feet. So I'm hitting up at least head height. Now, that's number 1. Number 2, I got to teach myself to go into that position and move through it. So the way I like to do that is a little scarecrow position, nice and relaxed. The ball is below my elbow here, but as I go, it comes up. And now here, it's above my elbow. The ball's in the same position as it was here, so I'm actually moving through the position. So now I'm here, ball comes in towards my head. I'm actually doing a shuffle step with this too. So I start to get my feet moving, and I'm teaching my arm to get into this position, about 90 degrees here, inside 90 at the elbow, and then I come through the throw. So it's all a product of where your arm is in space and where it's moving. Once again, shuffle. One more time here. Nice and relaxed. Scarecrow position. I'm in an athletic stance. Right here, shuffle. So now I've gotten a little bit of movement going, a little bit of dynamic movement with my lower extremity, and I'm starting in a pre-position for the first one, moving into that position for the second one. The next thing I like to do is I like to get a little bit of a hop. So I get a little bit of a hop, and I can do this one here or here, depending on how much I've practiced these and where I'm at. If I'm newer, I'm probably going to start here. If I've got some experience, I may start in the scarecrow or down here. So I'll show you the first one from right here, and I'm going to hop on this back foot forward, and then I'm going to throw. So I'm getting a little bit of plyometric loading of that back leg as well. So I'm here, hop, and then throw. Now, if I'm not a pitcher, do I need this high leg lift? Absolutely not. I'll go toe tap. Toe tap or toe just off the ground. and now I'll show you one from here. And from there, I hop and go. The other mistake I see, and we're gonna go into this in our next video, which is gonna be some of the worst Plyocare throwing exercises and practices I see done, some things to avoid. But something you don't wanna do is it's not just a rapid fire. I'm getting loosened up, I'm getting warmed up a lot of times when I'm doing this sort of thing. Maybe I'm actually throwing hard. In either of those cases, I need to make sure I'm recovering between each one. I'm not going too quickly in my warm-up, and I'm not going too quickly between when I'm throwing it harder. If I'm working on my arm action, then the point is on doing the drills properly, getting set and stable, and then progressing through the throw, more so than just rapid fire, throw, catch, throw, catch. I'm giving myself an adequate time to get set in the beginning, and it's also going to train my energy systems in a way that they're going to be utilized in the throw. So if you like that video, give it a thumbs up. I'm going to refresh these positions for you one time. Here for the first one, step and throw, big step and throw. The next one, here with a shuffle, and then the last one, here, here, or here. Choose the position, choose all three of them. It's kind of 3 different drills in one with a hop step. You can also do that one with a toe touch. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. We've actually on our website got a phase-specific throwing program. We actually go through the biomechanics of the throw in combination with various corrective exercises for the shoulder, scapular stabilizers, and elbow. And then we also have return to throw videos that'll take you through that entire progression, do it in 30 days, and actually get you ramped up and ready to actually go into a more in-depth throwing program, or to get you ready to begin your season, get back on the field, that sort of thing. So check that out at overheadathletics.com. Like we said, our next video is going to actually be on some of the worst things you can do with Plyocare balls. So you're going to want to subscribe so you don't miss that one.